Is everyone settled, please?
Is everybody done what?
Is everybody settled, please?
I think they are, as much as they can be. Let's go on. Nice.
Okay, can you see the screen, please?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good. All right, so and let's quickly go through the guidelines to the meeting. We're going to study the brand toolkits today, and some of the areas we're going to tackle is where you can see your logo, your color, your identity, your perception, and then value and consistency. Are we here?
Absolutely. They are responding on the chat page. They are here. They are listening. Go ahead, Emma.
Yeah.
Things to note. There are no wrong answers here, so everyone can answer. It's never wrong. It will never be wrong. And just note that we are all learning. So if you have something to share, you can feel free to do so. And yeah, you can feel free to air your view. And yes, I'll randomly call people. I can see John Suleiman Abdul, Isabella. I'll randomly be calling names. And if you can please get your notebook and pen. I'm giving 1 minute for that.
Yeah, can we all quickly grab a pen and paper? You shouldn't be coming for a class anyway without a book and notebook, but in case you've not gotten it, quickly grab it because this is going to be interactive. All right, Emma, I think the 1 minute is up.
Yeah. So let's move straight. All right, so I have data success is out of order. You would have to use the steps one step at a time. So basically that's what we're gonna do. A lot of people you've heard about branding, brand everywhere, but we need to go back to the basics. So those of you who have to start a business, or those who are working for someone and you think that these are things you can suggest to management, yes, we are actually going back to the basics. And I think hopefully we will have another session and then we'll go in deeper. So at the end of the day, what we are supposed to get from here is that we should all get the understanding of the basic tools for branding and why it's important. And yes, there's going to be a lot of take-home questions, and that will be useful for the next session. So please tune in and please pay attention. Let me know if you have any questions, and then I will answer. All right, so before we answer any of these questions, I believe most of you are business people here. That's what Papa told me. Yeah, either you want to start a business or you're in business already. Let me hear, okay, if you are into business.
If you have a business, let's hear you. Or put up your hands. Put up your hands if you have a business, or if you're starting one. Okay, so Suleiman has his hands up. Ajwa, why are your hands not up? You have a business, don't you?
Okay.
Sufa's hand is up.
And those of you who, okay, all right. Okay, so what about those who are starting, yet to start?
If you're yet to start a business,
Yeah,
okay.
I am here to start one.
Okay.
And those who are working for someone and would want to still learn something.
Those who are working for somebody but want to learn something on branding. Let's see your hands up. Maureen, where do you fall? I think some people are still half asleep. Okay, Victoria's hand is up.
Yeah, I can see Bright. Hi, Bright, how are you?
Bright.
I think, like you said, I think people are still sleeping.
They're half asleep. We're talking to zombies. Go ahead.
All right.
This session is being recorded anyway, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So John Suleiman, Abdul, yeah, Abdul. Are you into business or you're yet to start? Because I'm going to be on you.
Okay, if one says she's working for someone.
Okay.
Yes, Ajwa is half asleep. Okay.
Okay, so let's move on. Before we answer these questions, I want you to do something for me. For about 1 minute, I want you to think about your business or potential business. For 1 minute, just think about it from the beginning to the middle, what has happened, things that have gone on. Just spend about a minute to think about your business. Or potential business.
After 3 weeks of lockdown, if by now you don't have a business you're thinking about, I'm very worried for you, because the way things are going, nobody's job is certain. So by now, after 3 weeks, you should be thinking about how you're going to make your money next, right? So whatever it is, maybe Emma, we should give them 5 minutes to really reflect. People need to get serious. We need to start thinking about how we're going to put our hustle together. This right here, I mean, at the end of the day, you can have a wonderful business, but if you don't brand yourself well, forget it. Nobody's coming, and you'll be working too hard, right? So let's take 5 minutes, reflect, really think deeply hard. What is it you want to do? What do you want to, how do you want to make your hustle? How do you want to make your money? All right, start putting something on paper quickly, and then we continue. John, were you saying something? Or you don't realize your mic is on?
Oh, forgive
John Sulemana.
Forgive me.
Okay.
I didn't know this one.
It as well.
All right, so 5 minutes to think about your business or potential business. Okay, so for those of you that joined, we are actually thinking about um, the business you want to do.
Emma, is there any way you can
Okay.
increase your mic volume a bit? You sound very, very soft.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit muffled.
Pardon?
Okay, that's much better. Yeah, initially it was very muffled.
Okay. Yeah, so for those of you who just joined, please, we are thinking about the business you are in and then all the potential business that you want to be in. So we're already 3 minutes done, so 2 minutes more.
Business you're in, business you want to be doing. By the way, Abdul, did you get this in your mail or your WhatsApp? The link to this thing. Where did you get it? Abdul and Maureen.
Hello, Papa.
Yes.
Yeah, please. Did I hear you say where did we get the information on WhatsApp? Oh,
Yeah, where did you get the link? Was it sent to you?
okay. I saw it on my Gmail. Yeah, thank
It
you.
was sent to you on your Gmail through from the usual place you get the virtual training classes.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. And Maureen, you got it on WhatsApp. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure it was sent to everybody. I'm surprised about the numbers. Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay, Suleiman. Thanks. All right, Emma, I believe the 5 minutes are out.
All right. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. So Papa, I would want you to start this. Okay. Papa,
Okay. Who are
who are you?
me as in my personal brand or me as in my business?
Just anything that comes to yes, but pertaining your business. Who are you?
I'm an optimizer.
Okay. Is that all?
Yeah, I'm an optimizer. I try to help people become the best versions of themselves. So either I'm helping companies, consulting for companies to do better, be more efficient, or I'm helping people grow their business, or I'm helping people be unearth their talent. But I'm an optimizer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, can you please tell me something? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Or who are you in business?
I think with a Suleiman, you have to be specific. There's a John Suleimana, and then there's Suleiman.
I think that the active one, there's one active Suleiman.
Oh, okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I can't hear you.
I am an artist, but I do fashion as at the moment. You see, it translates from fashion to painting to creating stuffs, and I like to help people learn as well.
Hello?
Did you get me?
Yeah, I got you, Suleiman. That's good to know. You like helping people.
Yeah.
And can I get one more person? Cecilia Bonsu. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So can you please tell me who you are? Here the answers given so far.
Okay. I'm someone who likes to think about innovation and creativity. And I'm someone who is relentless about things. If I really want to do something, I do it. And I help people if I have to. If there's anywhere I have to help people with my influence or anywhere I find myself, I want to make impact. So basically, that is who I am.
Okay, that's great. That's great. All right. Bride. I can see Bride. Bride, when you are. Bride, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, Bride. Yeah, Bride. I want you to tell me
Yes.
who you are.
Mama.
I'm a marketer. For FMC. I am just having interest in branding, and I want to just get involved in what brand management.
All right. That's okay. That's good to know. All right. So whatever answers you had, please jot it down. Right, please write it down. Because everything is connected to the training. Yeah, so Papa, I'm coming back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you realize that who you are, they are virtually your strength, what your strength is. Yeah, so let's move on to the next one. So a business can be very hard sometimes, and I think everybody here has a story And I want to hear some of you, or just I think about 3 of you, to just tell me what your story is or was, and about the business briefly, about 30 seconds. And your story can actually motivate someone or let someone's mind go towards those who are yet to start to think about something. So Papa, I want you to tell me what's your story?
My story is very winded, but let me try to simplify it. I think for the most part, I've moved from somebody who, like a lot of young people on this page, wanted to just survive, wanted to make money, wanted to be relevant, to somebody who defined his life by purpose and realized that a lot of people need that encouragement to also define it. And so my business model has evolved over the last 25 years, okay? And for the last, as it evolves, it becomes clearer, your vision becomes clearer, your strengths become clearer. You start to align all the different moving parts that seem like a gazillion of things to one unique focus. But I know that I'm fully activated and fitted to help people become better versions of themselves. And so, yeah, I've made all the mistakes. I've gone around, all the roundabout ways, but I've eventually evolved to understanding that I'm happiest. I'm excited. I feel like I'm giving more value when I'm helping people become the best versions of themselves. People, organizations, and countries. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Welcome, Phoebe. Phoebe just joined us. She's another business entrepreneur, but she's in agro. Very, very powerful woman. So Emma,
all right. Hi, Phoebe.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Ilfa Baden.
Okay.
I would say yes, I have been in the corporate world for the past 16 years. I would say I'm an efficient organizer or a supportive contributor, depending on where I have to stand to work or where I'm coming from. I have interest in starting my own construction company.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a quantity surveyor by profession. I have interest in starting my construction company. I've also developed over the past 5 years. I've developed interest in sustainable banking and sustainable finance.
Okay.
So I'm looking at how the knowledge gained be used in various business ventures. So,
right. I like the word sustainable. Write it.
okay.
All right, Phoebe. I know you just joined us, but can you tell us what your story is? Your business story in like 20 seconds.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Phoebe.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, we can
Good
hear you.
morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you. My name is Phoebe Jade.
Okay.
I started a small poultry farm in 2011. I never studied agric. I didn't do anything agric, but I've always loved nature. Is my elder brother who actually went to an agric college and did everything agric. So I got a business deal and I was paid very well. I was tired of using my money to buy shoes and clothes and going out to have fun with my friends. So I thought, what can I do with this money? I didn't want to waste the money. I looked around and I found nothing. So I'll say it's divine. I had a very funny dream. And when I woke up, I
Phoebe,
called
one
my
second.
brother.
Phoebe, 1 second. I want to mute everybody else. 1 second, please. Okay, Phoebe, go on. Sorry about that.
Yes, sure. So I woke up, and the first thing I did in the morning was to call my brother and ask him if I could get some knowledge or some tips on poultry farming. And then he was like, why? I said, well, I think God spoke to me. He laughed. I also laughed anyway. And then he started by telling me a little bit about how to raise chickens from day old to when they're ready. I did a little research into it. I started asking questions in my area, how many poultry farms there are. I found out there wasn't so many. The ones that were there were either far away from where I lived. So I said, okay, let me just try this and see. So that's how I started poultry farming. I just called my carpenter. He did an estimate for the pen. My brother did an estimate for me. And I started learning on the farm. That's my story. Hello?
Emma.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Phoebe, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you now.
I can hear
Emma.
you now.
Okay, so from what you said, can we say that your story is more like divine, or you were passionate about something?
Yes, I was passionate about it as well. After learning a bit about it, yes, I had the passion.
Okay, so you started from the scratch.
Yes, from the scratch, doing it by myself.
So I would want you to jot that down too.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So the third question actually is one plus the first, who are you and what's your story, determines the third answer. So Papa, I'm back to you. Papa, you are more of impact. You are the kind of person who will want to impact on people. And because of that, that's where your story began. So can you tell me what you think your brand is? You realize that I've canceled company and I've written brand, because a company can just be an edifice, okay? But a brand is the total you, who you are, where you're from, your story, and that's what makes your, plus the name of your company, that's what makes your brand. So Papa, can you tell me what your brand is?
My brand is optimization. Everybody who knows me knows I dabble in quite a few things. I have an NGO, I have a couple of projects I'm running, and then I have what gives me my bread and butter, which is my business, Track Solutions. But if you look at all of them, and now, of course, I have I have Toastmasters that I'm a part of that I'm very excited and spend a lot of time with. But if you look across all of these, they serve one purpose, helping me optimize people. Even though I tend to focus more on the youth, and people know me for engaging with the youth, it cuts across to organizations and to older people as well. But one thing that people are clear about is that I'm an optimizer. One of the tools they know I use, or the tools affiliated with my brand, is communication. Okay. So I think that's the brand that I have out there. I mean, an optimizer that likes to optimize through communication. Yes.
Okay, so Papa the optimizer.
Exactly.
All right. So FY you is that you're more into the sustainable business. Okay. So
no, but FY had some really good terms though. She used two terms. I think Can you say those terms again?
Yeah, but what caught my eye was the
Sorry, Emma, you dropped out. What did you say?
All right.
Yes.
Yes. So what I noticed about your story was sustainability, which
Okay.
which is very good in terms of brand. You need to start something that you know will be sustainable. So that's what caught my attention.
Okay.
So let me know what do you think the name of your brand is? Papa is Papa the Optimizer. So what do you think is your brand? Your brand is the first question and second question combined.
Okay. I think my brand is I am an efficient organizer.
Yeah.
Or a supportive contributor. For now, that's my brand.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Phoebe, please, can you help us know what your brand is, or what you think your brand is, please?
Okay. I would say I'm a nation feeder.
Hey.
I feed everybody. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I'm Bright. Bright, you said you are here to learn. So but I'm sure you've gathered something. What do you think your brand could be? Hi, Bright, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Bright?
Maybe you can try Cecilia. I heard her speak earlier.
Yeah, I can see Cecilia. Cecilia, are you with us?
Yes, please, I am.
Okay, so I guess you've been following. What do you think is your brand, the name of your...
The name of my brand.
Yeah, that is if you were following.
Yeah, I think I'm someone who is into innovation and creativity. That's my interest in technology as well.
All right, so Cecilia, the innovator.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. All right, so
Emma, we have somebody else on the platform called Mary. I don't know that she's running any business, but she's very good at putting people together. So we have this platform that we're on. She's like a phenomenal in organizing people, putting people together, promoting people's businesses. She's basically trying to promote everybody's business. She's hyping this program on her page. You know, I don't know what her this thing is, but she has a brand. She's like an organizer, you know. So
all right, so what's her name, please?
Mary Osei.
Yeah, hi, Mary. I can see you. Pretty lady.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay, I guess you've been following.
Yes, please, I have. I've been listening to people. I've been picking stuff up. Yes, thank you.
All right. So can you tell us what your brand name is?
I have no idea. I just love to support people. Like if people tell me they are doing this, then I'm sharing, I'm talking about it, I'm talking to people for them. Okay, my friend is doing this. Can you support? How best can you do it? And all that. So I really don't have any business of my own, no, but I just want to be there for people, support. People are doing stuff, I'm there, I'm listening. What can I do? And all that, yeah.
Okay, so Mary the helper.
Yeah, that's her, man.
Okay, all right. So jot that down. All right, so we're moving to the next stage. Does anyone have something to say? Who else wants to say something about their brand?
Hi. Hi, Emma.
Yeah, hi.
Can you please permit how it goes? Okay, so who is Naki? I am a voice with passion, transforming mindsets, and sometimes making a movie for the mind. So I am an audiobook narrator. Now, this is a passion that I realize and I want to really develop. Now, my story. I had the opportunity to work with a media house. That was when I was in school over a period, and I noticed that I have a knack for people who want to voice something out, but they're not able to. So I had
Naki, I can't hear you. Papa, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. I think Naki has just dropped off.
Okay. All right. So she was telling her story, but we need to move on. Yeah.
Yeah. There's somebody else who you may want to hear from, Jehuapia.
Sorry?
Oh, there are two people here that you want to hear from quickly, Jehuapia and then Loretta Sapon.
Okay. All right. Hi, Loretta.
Loretta Sapon, are you here? Maybe she's not behind her mic. But let's hear from Kofi Jehuapia.
Hi, Kofi.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing well by grace.
Okay. So I guess you've been following.
He jumped in when the last person was speaking.
Okay.
He
So
just joined us when the last person was speaking. Yeah.
all right. So we were able to answer some questions. What we did for 5 minutes was to think about the business you are in, or the business that you want to be in. Okay, so after thinking about it, we answered the question, who are you? What's your story? And then we are on what's the name of your brand. So if you were following, kindly just tell us something about your brand. What's the name of your brand? Papa is Papa the Optimizer. So what's yours?
So I'll say mine is efficiency. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so
Kofi the efficient.
okay, so yeah, Kofi the efficient. Okay, let's say that. Let's say that. All right, so let's move on. Okay, I know these are very small, okay, but I want someone to identify. What do you see? What is the first thing your eye fell on? You don't need to think too much about
Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
All right. Okay. All right. Ifwa, Cecilia.
Pizza.
Okay.
I see Oracle.
Okay.
I see Oracle. I see Zara.
I
as well.
see colors.
Okay.
Nokia.
I see Colgate.
Okay. All right. Good. So I guess a lot of you know what logo is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the very first thing, or the very first point, is that you need to get your time. It's non-negotiable. It's very important that you're and right the first time. So from what you said, Papa the Optimizer, Cecilia.
Emma, you went in and out, so we didn't hear what you said we need. You said we need to have what?
Okay, so the first thing that you need to get if you are now going into business is a logo. And those of you who are already into business and you think that you need to revisit your logo. Is as important as now beginning. So your logo is very, very important. That is why it's number one. And it's very, very important you get it right the first time. Okay? So just like you were able to identify Visa, Coca-Cola, and all, these are all people's stories. Someone also woke up one morning or one day and decided to go into business, just like you said, your story and who you are. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Emma, we hear you now.
All right. So every brand you see, you're a human being. So that is what answers who are you. And every story, there's a story behind all these names. Okay. All right. So it's very important that your logo is done right. Those of you who just joined, if you can please get a notebook and a pen and then join in. Okay, so we have here that a successful logo design is always the first thing that a client sees. Okay, so it's very important to get it right the first time. All right, so let's look at some of the do's and the don'ts about your logo. And feel free to ask a question if you want to. All right, so we're going through the do's and the don'ts for your logo design. Okay, that's the first basic thing you need, or you need to revisit if you're already in a business. Okay, so the do's. It's very important that you do something different from your competitor. Okay, so those of you who have already started business and you realize that you're not doing anything much different, you need to go back to the basics. So there was a picture I showed from the beginning. You can't pass through the elevator. You need to climb the stairs. So the person had to move from the elevator and climb the stairs, one step at a time. So those who jumped the stairs, you need to come back and revisit some things. Are we clear?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, so you need to do something different from your competitor. So you either blend in with the majority or you stand out. It's your choice. If you want to be like everyone, I guess the answer will be no. So if you don't want to be like everyone, you need to stand out from the crowd. Okay? And you need to choose your name carefully. So you realize that you were able to, your attention went on Visa, because it's the connection between your business name and the logo. Okay, so that people can easily identify you. Okay. All right. So for example, Papa, can you mention your business name?
Chuck Solutions.
Okay, so Chuck. Chuck is easy to say. Chuck. You know, a 6-year-old can say, "Mommy, Chuck." It should be so easy to mention. Mommy, I want Coca-Cola, Sprite. So you should choose your name carefully. Don't choose a name that someone has to drink some juice to mention.
So nothing like the Odododio factory or My God is a Wonderful God Almighty factory.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So your name it's very important to choose it properly. So you need to use simple and straightforward colors. Okay. You don't need to have the Ghana flag in there for you to know that it's a logo. Okay. So ideally you have to keep it to the maximum of 3 colors. Maximum 3 colors. Okay. Yeah, and then
what if in a particular situation the colors mean something, so it's very peculiar to your business that you want to do?
yeah.
I mean,
so
is it possible
doesn't
to have 3 main ones you use, but then 2 others on your logo that you refer to in very special cases?
What happens is that consistency is very key. And if you are looking at a sustainable business like Cecilia mentioned, was it Cecilia? Yeah. No, F1 mentioned, like F1 mentioned, you need to begin right. Okay, so you need to really think through before you come to some of us. We are the experts, so you come to us for us to do your logo designs for you. Yeah, Papa, did you get me?
Yep, totally.
Yeah, yeah. So a maximum of 3. It's very important to keep it simple. When you look at Coca-Cola, Canon, Visa, just look at the logos here. They are not more than 3. Some of them are just 1, 2. All right, so you also have to consider your logo on everything. Can your logo be, can you imagine it on a door, on a car? Can you imagine it on a t-shirt? Yeah, so if it's going to be something that will be difficult to use, then you have to really, you always have to, those who are in business already, if you always have to fight with your designer, that is not looking good, it's not looking good. It's probably your logo that is not working. So a car should be able to pass in front of you with a speed of 120, and you should see something. Visa, Coca-Cola. Okay. Are we here?
Yes, please.
All right.
We are.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any question so far for the do's? All right, so the don'ts. So don't ignore seeking expert advice. So yes, I'm here. So maybe after the presentation, my number and everything will be there. You can talk to me, and then we can do something. But
of course, make sure you let her know that you're coming from the brand class, so she gives you a discount.
Yeah, so if you are at the brand conference last year, we can do something great for you. Yeah, so make sure that you seek expert advice, okay? And don't choose a logo as decoration. Yes, so you realize that when you look at the picture before this, very simple, very straightforward, very thought of, okay? We shouldn't have all the colors in there with some, so for example, Chalk Solutions, and it's optimizing you, okay? Papa the optimizer. So there's so many things around the logo. There's a human face here. There's a hand at the back. There's too much going on. So like I was saying in the do's, if your logo should be on a car and it just passes by, because there's so much going on, you will not notice anything. Okay, so don't choose a logo as a decoration. Okay, just keep it very simple, very straightforward, and don't use more than 3 colors. Okay, and also don't use a photograph or a clip art. Okay, so you don't use a picture. All right, the reason is that when it's going, if you want to do a shirt, or you want to do maybe you want to brand your door, it should be easily accessible, it should be easily used. Okay, so if there are so many pictures and your logo and all, it makes it very difficult for the experts to even use, and it makes your brand clumsy. Okay, so these are some of the don'ts. But again, you need to seek experts' advice on some of these things, but these are some few ones you can jot down and then think about. All right, so we're moving forward. Right, so the second thing is that it's very important that you choose your colors right. So interestingly, every industry has a, you can't just use any color, basically. So you realize that restaurants is one. And when you look on the charts, you realize that there's one. Those are some of the color schemes that you can pick from if you want to go into restaurants or you are into a restaurant business. Okay, we have the banking, 2 is banking, 3 is beverage, airline. So I'm just giving you 2 minutes to go through where where you think you want to start or where you are already, and see if you're on track. Okay, all right, Papa, so where do you belong to?
That's a good question.
Mary here, Mary Osei.
Yes, please.
Okay, so where do you belong?
I've not found anything yet, though.
Maybe I'll be 25, communication services.
Okay.
But I don't really see a clear cut.
Okay. Yeah, of course. We just had to do these ones. So like I'm saying, once you seek expert advice, once you see us, we can help. If you are not here, we can help you to identify your colors. So Papa said 25. So you are within the blues, the reds, the orange, the greens, the purple.
I mean, where do you put people that are in training services or in corporate services? Corporate training services, you know.
Okay. All right. So you see, comm services like you need some bright colors here. So yeah, we have the blues, the red, the orange, the green, the purple, the yellow. Yeah. Etel here. Kasapa. Hey, why is Kasapa?
I don't know if they still exist.
All right. So I'm sure you've been able to identify.
I've raised up my hand, but you didn't call me.
Oh, all right. Oh, sorry.
There's Emmanuel Yevuga here. Yeah, he's raised his hand up.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so talk to me. Where do you belong?
So I'm in the auto industry. So I think I chose auto and track. So I see I'm a 9.
Yes.
9 there. Yeah. So basically my colors are blue though. My organization's logo colors are blue. So I don't know if I'm on the right.
Yeah, you're on the right track because it's blue here.
Yeah.
And
And
some yellow
sometimes
somewhere.
I do.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And sometimes I do use a little of the gray as well. So.
Okay. So that means you're on track.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and you're using 2 colors, which is good. Very good. Yeah.
Okay. No, but blue is dominant.
All right. I mean, once blue is here, you're on track.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else, please?
There's we have Moses Kofi on the line. He's an established business, but he's in training as well. Hello, Moses.
Yeah. Hi, Papa. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah. Thanks. Papa, you have a question for me?
No, I think.
Well, she's trying to understand the colors of the different businesses. I mean, you
you just have to look at where you belong, And then
right. The thing is that I just joined, and so I wouldn't want to drag people back. I'm trying to catch up with you. So as you go on, I'll catch up, and then if I'll have any questions. But this thing is new to me, the color grid you're showing. So as you go along, I'll catch up and then I'll ask questions.
Already, or you are yet to start?
I'm saying that I'm just joining the training.
Yeah, but I'm just asking you a question. If you are what you are into.
What's your question?
My question is that what business are you into, or are you now starting a business?
I'm into consulting.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. All right. So anyone else who wants to identify where they are? So we move forward.
So Emma, you need to find a place to put the consultant to, because we don't see where we fall.
Okay. So I mean, at the end of the class, whatever you think you'd want some advice on, the numbers and everything will be there. So just take note. All right. What about Phoebe? Yeah, Madam Phoebe.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Where do you I think farming? Let's see if you're here.
Yes. So I would be in 19 or 14, or 19 and 14.
Okay.
Which is the colors here are similar.
Okay.
Actually similar, 14 and 19.
Okay. So you're on track.
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's move on. All right, so the third thing is the first three questions we answered. All of them are connected. So your after your logo and your colors, okay, identity, and it's actually related to who you are too. What you are actually reflects in your brand. Okay, so if you're a very lively person like Papa will like a lot of bright things, you know. So that's an example. So your identity is also very important. Your identity, your clients should be able to see it. They should be able to touch it. They should be able to hold it. They should be able to hear it, and they should be able to watch it move them. So after seeing it, after touching it, after holding it, they have to watch it move them. So it's when something moves somebody that you pay attention to. So if your identity is wrong, nobody's going to pay attention to you. Okay? So your identity includes your logo, your typography, your colors, your messaging, your advertisement, okay? Your existing, your reputation. It's got to do with even your reputation, you. It's basically you. You are reflected in the products that you take out. Okay, so if it doesn't move anybody, then we are in trouble. Okay, so the next page is gonna give us some questions. So I advise that those who just joined in, you need a notebook and a pen, because there are some questions that you'd have to answer. Papa, we're going to have a next session, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to discuss these
it's on the same topic.
So
yeah, so the same topic part 2.
This okay.
So the first is, what need are you meeting? What need are you meeting? If you can write it down. Who do your customers compare you to? Okay. And some of the answers we can't answer, we can't give you an answer now. So it's some of them would have to be a homework for you. So the second one is, who do your customers compare you to? The third question is, how do you differ from your competition? Fourth question, which type of people would easily be attracted to your brand? Okay, and the last question, what are your values? And for each value, state activity you have done to demonstrate it. I'm going through again. This is an identity test. Number one, what need are you meeting? 2. Number 3, how do you differ from your competition? Number 4, which type of people would easily be attracted to your brand? And number 5, what are your values? And for each value, state activity you have done to demonstrate it. All right, so please write it down and we'll come back to that. So like I mentioned, some of you have to do some homework here. So when we meet on the next session, then we discuss it. You need to be looking at is your perception, your brand perception. What do people think about your product? So perception is basically the sum of of our feelings, attitudes, and experiences with a product or service. So it's got to do with emotions, actually. Okay, so there's a question here. When was the last time you really thought about how people perceive your product, brand, or service? Papa.
I think about it all the time. I always think of branding in 3 layers: awareness, preference, and insistence. And I'm always thinking about how to ensure that my brand is in the insistence layer. So I want to create a value that people can't live without. I want to create value that I don't want people saying, okay, you know what, I prefer Papa's brand, or I prefer what he's offering. I want it to be so unique, so valuable that it's either that brand or the highway. And so I'm always reflecting on how to improve my brand so that it's so attractive that I have brand insistence.
Okay, so you've not really monitored how people are perceiving you, right?
I ask, I have different, I ask, and sometimes I try to. So, you know, the way you ask that, what's your brand, right? And I said optimizer. But a lot of people would say, you know, communicator. Some would say, you know, most of the time it's around communicator. So you ask yourself, okay, how do I develop this so they know the scope is a little larger than just communicator? I ask the questions. I wouldn't say I have any tool that I use to track, but I generally engage different people that engage with my brand to find out what they think about it. And then Moses is also somebody that I bounce ideas off sometimes. So I also try to get information from him as well.
Okay, all right. And those of you who are yet to start your business, you need to look at what people are going to perceive about it. It's something you really need to jot down. I can see Brenda Jima. Hi, Brenda. Are you here?
She should be here. Brenda, are you there? Brenda Jima, come on.
Okay. F4, I'm back to F4. I have a friend called F4, so I'm going to worry you today.
Okay. Okay.
When was the last time you really thought about how people perceive your product brand itself?
How people perceive my product?
Yes. That is, if you have one, or
No,
if you are yet
for now, I do not have a product, but
or a service.
yes, once from time to time, my superiors or my people have worked with before call me for quantity surveying advice. And yeah.
So how do you want people to perceive your product or your service? Sorry.
On the quantity surveying level, I want people to perceive me as giving accurate information and advising them right on the cost of their construction.
Right.
So that right from the word go, they can anticipate what is ahead of them and also motivate and encourage them that they can do it. One thing I've noticed with people building their homes, when they bring the design and you come up with a cost for them, they get discouraged. But when you're able to talk them through and advise them on how they can go about the project, they tend to relax and enjoy the journey of getting their house or their home.
All right. Okay, that's fine. That's great. So the next slide is also another questionnaire. Okay.
I don't know if Emmanuel, your Vuga's hand is up or not. Emmanuel, is your hand up?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I think he's been trying to get your attention for a while.
Okay. Who? Moses?
Emmanuel Yavuga.
Yeah. Hi, Emmanuel.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. So Emmanuel, what do you do?
So I'm into automobile consultancy, repairs and maintenance and training.
All right. So I'm sure you're able to identify your colors.
Yeah, I was able to identify my colors.
Are you on track?
And yes, please, I'm on the right track.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So when was the last time you really thought about how people perceive your product brand and service?
The point is, as for me, it has always been a matter of importance to me. So it's like all the time I think about it, or all the time I think about it.
Okay, but you actually haven't figured out how to go about it, right?
Let's say, but one thing is that what helps me is feedback. Okay. And what I really want the customers to get to know is that I want them to appreciate the fact that my organization is interested in the totality and well-being of their vehicle. So not just some aspect, you see. So maybe someone brings a vehicle to you that repair, even though he or she came with a specific problem, we go the extra mile to find out if everything is okay. And then we try to give an advice on it, or if it's within our power, and then it's not anything, we fix it for you. Okay. So that is how I want, customers or organizations to feel about us, that, when it comes to the totality and then well-being of their vehicle, Diamond Star got it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what's the name of your business?
The name of my business is Diamond Star Automobile Company Limited.
Okay. So Diamond. Okay.
Yeah. Diamond Star, yeah.
All right. Okay. So then the next slide is actually going to help to know exactly what to do. Okay.
I think Moses wants to say something.
Yeah. Hi, Moses.
Sorry. Hi. When Ifua was speaking, and in response to the question, how often do you really think about how people perceive your brand or your service? Something came to mind. I happen to know her personally, and I think sometimes we may not consider that as important, but the way you make people feel goes a very long way, because the brand is about emotions. And sometimes the fact that you actually make people find something simpler than probably has been demonstrated by others. So you simplify the problem. You make people feel this is not a big deal. It can be handled. I'm with you in this one. I'm working. And so that kind of feeling actually goes a long way to make a customer or a client feel that, wow, maybe I'd like to go along with this person. And so, yeah, I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, yeah, very, very, very true.
And if that's what I remember about you.
I hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Kofi.
All right, so FY, you have a very good recommendation here.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, so it's all about the feeling and the emotions. Yeah, so thumbs up, okay? Questions is actually going to help you to identify what to do about perception. And most of these questions should go to your customers, okay? To measure up your perception, their perception about you. Okay, so the first thing, you need to write it down and then answer it. What aspects of your business do customers misunderstand or find difficult to use? Okay, so the second question is, how do your customers feel after interacting with your product or service? And sometimes you can see by their by how they react. When someone is excited, you can see. When someone is not too happy, you can see. So you may not even need to ask them, but I think we can give ourselves 1 week, 2 weeks, because I think I'm back the next month. So yeah, so you just work with it and see how it turns out. Does your logo easily prompt the public about what you? Okay, so that one too, you may not need to necessarily ask, but if someone walks to your office and you're into farming, right? It's just telling you. Yeah, it's just telling you that they know what your logo is. Then you jot it down. Okay. But if someone has to come to you and be asking, okay, so what do you do? So okay, and even after the first answer, the person is still struggling. You know, that should tell you that you need to really look at something. The perception may not be too good. So no, not the last. The fourth is, does your business name easily prompt the public about what you do? Okay, yeah. The third one is, does your logo, okay, easily prompt the public about what you do? And then the fourth one is, does your business name easily prompt the public about what you do?
I think Moses has a good one. The name of his business is Leaders and Mentors.
Okay.
So I think it's pretty obvious, Leaders and Mentors.
Yeah. The automobile.
Okay. Thinking about it, sometimes it seems that you see a name and you conclude that, oh, this is what they do. However, later on, when you get a little more insight into the business, you realize that they do far more than what you assumed. So to the facilitator, I mean, sometimes to somebody who may say that, I want you to ask so that I'll actually tell you all the things we do. I don't know, what do you think about that? Because you can assume and just assume superficially and then go looking for that kind of service elsewhere, because you assume that the moment you saw construction, it meant that it's just building. That's it. You know what I mean? But some people would say that I'm using a unique name that probably does not easily tell what I do, so that when you ask, then I can share with you the total my total portfolio. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity. If someone could even identify with you, you don't have to just say, okay, yes, that's what we do. You need to go in, I mean, and explain further. Do one correct mark and say that, okay, the person at least knew that. Okay, so yeah, so it's an opportunity for you to like just let them know more. Are we clear?
We can go on. Yeah.
Okay.
No, my hand is up.
Yeah. Hi, Emmanuel.
So just to add to what my good friend asked, the point is that an organization could be doing so many things, but it's going to be difficult to incorporate all in the name of the company when it comes to the name of the organization. So I feel maybe the core objective of the organization should stand out. And I know in every organization, after your name, you try to, in a way, highlight your services to the public. So the other things that it contains, or the other things that you do, can fall under the services where you highlight your services. But
Yes.
the name should really be the core mandate of the organization.
Yes. So
That's
like
just a little bit.
Shell. Yeah. So like Shell, of course, you will know is oil. So you need to do some advertisement. You need to do some promotion to let people know that this is what you do. And some of the names are more like a group name. So it's like Chuck Solutions, but there are a lot of things that you do. So it's very important that, yes, like you're saying, you need to do some promo or some advertisement alongside the logo for people to actually know what you are doing. Okay. All right, so this is still for perception. And for each of the following, choose which adjective better describes your business. Okay, so is your business, is it masculine or feminine? Is it simple or intricate? Is it gray or colorful? Is it conservative and extravagant? Approachable? Is it a necessity or is just a luxury? Is it fun or serious? Is it professional or is just casual? Is it sporty or elegant? Is it extreme or safe? So these are some of the adjectives you personally can look at, and then based on some of the answers that you got or some of the things you hear from people, you can actually identify where you fall, and you can actually work on that too and make some good money out of it. Yeah, hi Mary, do you want to say something?
No.
Okay. All right, so when you're able to do that, you can actually set up Google alerts for keywords relating to your business. And I'm sure most of you, some of you may know it. Google Alerts is very easy to set up. You can do that. Anytime those keywords appear online, Google will send you an email alert. To what you have identified, Google would send you an email if anything of that sort pops up. Please, are we on the same page?
Yes, please.
And I guess when you're posting something too, you can use this in your hashtag, right? Like something for your business.
Papa, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you.
I said, I guess also when you are posting something for your business, you can use these in your hashtags, like on your social media pages.
Exactly. Very good. Very, very good. So you can even, you can even create a tagline from here. You can even create a tagline. So Diamond Star Automobile. Um, simple and intricate. I mean, you can do that. And anything when you're able to set up the Google alerts, anything concerning these things will just be sent into your email. So just research about it and then see how it works. It helps with the perception that how people perceive you. And so like Emmanuel was asking, what if the name doesn't necessarily or say it? At least there should be an icon in your logo too that can say that, or your tagline. Something like this can do that, the trick too. So simple and intricate car repairs, you know, that kind of thing. All right, so we're moving on. Any question, please?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, Charity.
Yeah, okay. Please, I have a question.
Okay, can you please be a bit loud?
Okay, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's quite faint.
Okay, I guess, okay, sorry. I'm using it. Yeah, please. Please, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so actually the question I wanted to ask is related to the previous question and suggestions we made. Okay. There can be a possibility that somebody will open a company and maybe the company name will be very long. Example, I know of a company called Kengabuaje Transport and Logistics Service. So just imagine this name. Okay, so when I joined their company, I was suggesting that we just use abbreviations.
Exactly.
Okay, so later it became CATALS. That is Kinabuaji Transport and Logistics Services.
Okay.
So like a name like this, people will not easily understand and get what they are trying to do unless they come to them. So with this, is it good? Is it advisable?
The advice you gave them was very good because obviously it was too long. So the abbreviation was perfect. So what will happen is that when you see us or you see an expert or you see, I mean, what our advice is that, I mean, we'll look at your logo design again to see what we can do about it to improve it. Okay. And then secondly, your tagline can also do the trick, like I was just saying. Okay, so you need to say something. So it's automobile, right? So simple and intricate, maybe simple automobile.
Okay, so but you know what later they were doing?
Tell me.
Okay, so actually they deal in logistics services, okay, and they offer training. So if there is a training maybe for forklift, what they do is they put the logo of a forklift in, they put a picture of a forklift in their logo. So if it's transport like trotro, okay, they put a trotro bus in their logo. Please, are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Is it advisable?
It's very advisable. Very, very, because once what you just said is typography, okay? What you just said is false and it is something we're going to look at in the next session. These are just the basic thing, what you are supposed to know before you even start, or if you've started, you go back to look at. So what you just said is false under typography. You understand? So it's just maybe KL something, something, something. So the L, we can convert the L to suit an image, an icon of what you do. So it's perfect, it's correct.
Okay, sure, thank you.
But sometimes what happens is that the representation may be wrong. So you need an expert to look at it. All right, it's not something that you just have to sit in the office and put there. and expect us to work on it for you. So that what happens with typography, okay, and then an icon logo is that one day, like Shell, you realize that Shell has this, they don't even write Shell anymore. When you see the icon, you automatically know it's Shell.
Oh, okay.
So and expect us to look at your logo and then work on it and expect us to work on it for you, because we will. Are you okay, Charity?
Man.
Sorry?
Thank you very much.
Are you okay, Charity?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, okay. So the Google Alerts, you can do that. Anything concerning it will be sent to your mail. So just research about it quick after the class and then. Okay, so we move on to value. What kind of value are you creating? Okay. Okay, so as part of the toolkit, these are some of the things you need to look at before you already started, you go back to look at. Okay, so for your product or service, how much would they pay? I mean, if they don't value what you are bringing on board, they won't pay. And what is necessary. So how much would service? Okay, so there's an example of Coke. They realize that was too much, so they had to add some value, and that was the Diet Coke, in an increasingly challenging market. All right, and what did they do to their money? 6.2 billion. Wow, Papa, if you get this money, what are you going to do?
Well, what, $36.2 billion?
Yes.
I'll change Africa.
Amen.
Africa will change one touch.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes. So nobody's going to pay for something they don't see as valuable. So you need to think about that. So I have 3 basic rules. Number 1, find solutions to needs. And then number 3, find solutions to needs. So that's how important it is. You need to find solutions. If Phoebe is into farming, and yeah, now food has become very. So I want my produce to be brought to me because I'm locked down. That's what I'm going to pay for in this time. Then I'm going to tell Papa that, Papa, Phoebe's company brought me fresh tomatoes. Tell Ifwa, I got really good. Okay, so if I paid 50 cedis, Papa paid 100 cedis, another person paid within a week. We should be happy. Is Phoebe here?
Hello?
Yeah, it's Phoebe here.
My network is terrible.
Okay, so
I heard my name. Hello?
Yeah, so we are locked. food is something we can't do without.
Yes, yes. Hello? I can hardly hear you.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly.
Yes, you were talking about food during
Yeah, I'm saying that
lockdown.
we are all locked down right now.
Am I right?
What kind of value are you going to give to us? We need food. We are hungry. I mean, we can't do without it.
I am going to link up with the other farmers. You know, there are different sectors in farming. So I am doing poultry, someone is doing vegetables, someone is doing rice, maize, and all of that. So there's going to be a link up, and I will try to promote and advertise. And so whoever needs food will still get food from me, although I am not the grower of the tomatoes, but I can still deliver tomatoes.
The organic.
From the link up I created. Yes, please, organic, 100%.
Okay. So you see, Phoebe is not going to give us anything because lockdown has come and she needs to give us organic tomatoes. And once she brings me organic tomatoes, I'm very good. I know it's going to affect my health. It's going to build on my immune. Phoebe brought me some organic tomatoes on time, and we can be making 36.2 billion. Say amen.
Yes. Yes. Amen.
So value is very important.
Yes, it is.
How it's going to work. Papa, you need to help me here. We're going to do a breakout section here. Okay.
Want to do a breakout session? Okay.
On value. Yeah. So you see, Phoebe said something very important.
All right.
Right? So it's like she's teaming up with other industries to make sure her products are on time, are within the same range. Okay. So I'm sure there's another person here who is into food. Okay. So maybe what we can do is, if we can't do a group session, we can do individual. So please write your industry or the industry you intend to go into.
So tap the industry you intend to go into on the chat page. Okay, every one of you, either you're the industry you plan on going into or the industry you're in. So for example, the person in automobile, you're in the automobile industry. Some of you may be in the information industry. Some of you may be in the agricultural industry. Some of you may be in, okay, I see real estate and construction. Great. So let's go. Some of you are in education. Okay, all right. So I see real estate, apparel and accessories, agriculture, automobile services, education, real estate development and management. Somebody says solar business. Which industry is that? Energy. That's energy, the energy sector. Agribusiness, cosmetics, consulting, apparel, accessories.
Events management.
Okay. All right, let me try something here.
We are just be looking at those who are connected to you. Okay,
All
some
right.
I intend to be an agriculturalist. So yeah, so Phoebe is the right, it's one of the people you could be working with.
So we have an agricultural industry. I see that a lot.
I think I should be doing that too.
You probably should be. All right, so agric, I see Phoebe.
Panties, tissue, panties. It's all panties, it's all tissue.
You can easily quickly identify with who you think you can do something with, and then just chat up with the person, and then the next thing is that you state what solutions are you providing currently or you intend to provide. What solutions gave, you know, what kind of solutions are you gonna give us after that? So for those of you who can, I think this is the right time to be thinking about some of
Emma, you are breaking. Can you say it again?
Yeah, I'm saying that now, apart from the indicated people who are supposed to work, yeah, this is the right time for you to identify the solutions that you think you can offer after the lockdown. And then you can, the industry that you see, that you think is connected to you, I want us to do an implementation plan, okay? I want you to do an implementation plan. So has anybody been able to identify their business mate? So I can see Charity is into architecture and design, and then there's someone, FYs, I intend to provide bespoke, affordable, and sustainable. I like the word sustainable housing solution. You know, so pottery can also be connected. I mean, if Phoebe, if you think that you're not doing pottery now, there's someone here who does pottery. So I would want my veggies and my meat at the same time. I don't want to call two people.
One-stop shop.
Yes, so one-stop shop for, yeah, and then the pottery, David Alija, yeah, you can also to you for meat. I would want to have a one-stop shop for everything. Fresh. All right, so I'll give you 5 minutes to identify with the people here.
Sometimes too, there are opportunities for you to partner. Somebody may want to just provide stews, and somebody wants to provide stews to everybody fresh and hot in the morning. So in this case, the person who's providing the stews, if they are up to your standard, you just partner with them. They do the stews, and then you just make sure the stews are delivered fresh and hot in the morning. You don't have to go through the same process. So partnership helps. We all grow.
And this stew thing can work for the guys, actually. Those who don't like cooking, like Papa.
Oh yeah, I get my stew stacked up. Mary will tell you we have a lady. There's a lady I introduced to our platform. She does stews. Rachel, I buy from her all the time.
All right. So what we are doing here is we are finding solutions. But it looks like we are talking about food too much. So let's look at.
Ghanaians, we like food.
let's look at the automobile. So this
Yeah.
lockdown
So
that people start spoiling.
yeah. So the point is that it has
They
become very
contact
important
you.
that but I've come up with a solution though. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you.
we can hear you.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that it has become very essential as an organization to follow through with
Kind of
directives.
breaking.
So I said it has become very important that as an organization, you follow through with directives. Okay, so anytime the president gives an announcement, we try to scan through whether we fit in, but we realize that automobile service providers are not part of the essential service providers. So, but what we did was that we saw that even if not for monetary purposes, we could still help in this pandemic. To help keep the COVID-19. Are you with me, please?
Yes, I'm with you.
So what we did was that we designed a flyer stating that as part of our social corporate responsibility, we are giving free automobile inspection and diagnostics to the frontliners, that is the nurses and then the security personnel, anybody who is supporting to help keep the COVID-19. We know you'll be moving about, and since you'll be moving about, you surely will have a problem with your car in one way or the other. So
Yeah.
that's the this thing we came up with to do free automobile inspections and diagnostics, give you a comprehensive report on the status of your car. If there's any quick action you have to take. So after that, we had to implement by going to the authorities for a permission. So I had to go through my division to see the Assistant Commissioner of Police for a permission to roll out this. And then, we were given that permission. So anytime and frontliners have started calling, so we visit them or we let them meet us in our garage, and then we take them through the free inspection and diagnostic. So, that's what we are doing. And I think I think that's even an opportunity for us. It's a sales opportunity. We are still selling, not for money, but we are selling ourselves and our brand at the moment. And then we know after the lockdown, those that we have served for free will say, oh, yeah, we will have to come back to these people for their services. So that's what we are doing currently and at the moment.
Yeah, so I'll commend you for that. It's very brilliant.
I hope everybody else has been inspired by that story.
Money, right?
Very much.
I thought I could even post the flyer, but I think I was trying, but I couldn't. I wanted to post the flyer.
You're going to tell us how it went, okay?
All right, Emma.
All right. Okay, so let's move on quickly to consistency. Before, if you're already in business and you're not being consistent, or you yet to start and we're not seeing any consistency. So what is consistency? One of the key things in successful branding is brand consistency. What we mean by brand consistency is that your message and how you present your brand is consistent across every platform, in every interaction you have with current and prospective customers. So today I know you for automobile, and then in the next month you are into phone repairs. And the next month you are into farming. You are not being consistent. Okay, so I know you for automobile. Then the next time I know you for automobile service. Yes.
So you're basically saying that those who have the hustlers, like, keep saying, oh, telling me I'm hustling. No, they are hurting themselves when they are jumping all over the place more than they are helping themselves.
Exactly. And you are not going to even create any much value, because what is happening is you keep on spending and spending and spending because you think you rather want money, but you're actually spending money. So like it or not, your client carries information and context and purpose from one person to the next. So like it or not, someone is gonna, so if someone asks, Papa, what does Papa do? So let's say I'm gossiping with Madam Phoebe. What does Papa do? Yeah, I don't know. Today this, tomorrow that. Are you getting it? It's not really good, And for example, I'm gossiping with Papa about Phoebe. Papa, what does Phoebe really do? Last month she was doing farming, and I don't know, suddenly she's doing a clothing line. So I don't know. I need to find out. It doesn't really sound okay. Or how do I measure up? Okay, so let's look at some of the questions. Can I quickly put it down, please? Okay, so have you changed your line of business since you started? How often have you changed? Example, 3 times in 1 year, 2 times in 2 months. Yeah. Have you added or stopped products or services since you started operating? If yes, how often have you added on? Example, new products in the last year. You can actually take a snapshot of the page because our time is going, it's almost up.
Please do a screenshot of the page. For those of you using Mac, it's Command-Shift-4. The rest of the Windows people, I don't know. I think it's print screen.
So you can use their phone or something. Okay, so the question continues. What positive and negative comments do you receive from customers? Yeah. And then what positive and negative comments do you or potential employees? Do you customers? How often do you wing it when relating with customers? So kindly take a snapshot. So wing it means how often do you improvise or do something without proper preparation? How often do you do that? You do something without not preparing properly. Okay, so Sandra wasn't prepared for baby. Hi. Okay, are we good? Emmanuel, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so how fast do you respond to messages, comments, or any other communication from customers? And then the last question is, mention some problems that kept recurring and how did you resolve them? So can you take a all right, so the next is going to be brand management. The next section and is going to address the details of the things you need to do. So that will include you as a person, from even your edifice, the structure of your business, your branding, everything. We're going to talk about it. And then you, based on what you've learned today, this is what we're going to do next time. I hope we've learned something.
Sure.
Yes, a lot.
All right. Okay. So all the things, that's the questions you've written under each topic, value, consistency, perception, needs to be worked on for the next session. And kindly share with people who are not here so that when they are joining in, they won't be too far behind. Okay, so in summary, what we are trying to say is that before you start a business, or if you're into business and you didn't really consider this things you were supposed to consider before even starting. But it's okay if you've started, you can just go back and then working out fine. Okay. So as I was talking, I was mentioning that you need, so that's what we do. So that's my WhatsApp line. It's my call number. And then that's our website. You can go there and check what we do. And please follow us. Yeah, well, I mean, we've been so busy trying to find solutions, and then we ignored our social media page. So please go and follow us. Instagram is BrainsGH. The website will give you a fair idea what we do. Brand conference is there. It will give you all the information concerning brand conference. Just make sure that when you WhatsApp, just say virtual
page masterclass.
Masterclass, yeah, masterclass. Yeah.
So please, what's the date for the next session? The brand management.
To be decided. We'll let you know.
Okay.
Are you registered on the virtual training hub?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
So now I think I'm able to receive your invitation.
Okay. All right.
Papa, you saw the flyer I sent you?
Sorry?
Was it on my
Papa.
WhatsApp?
Yeah, on your WhatsApp, yeah.
I'll check it. It's not here yet.
Okay.
All right. So any questions?
Here are 5 facts you need to know before you buy any investment in the UK. The information presented in this video is not intended to.
Okay, can I go on?
Yes, you can. You just have 3 minutes.
What I want to ask is, it has to do with the consistency we spoke about. So,
okay,
but consistency, could we say that improvement in your line of business? Let's say I'm into automobile. Maybe, I mean, when I started, I was focusing on just repairs, and then maybe sale. Repairs. Later, I tried to, improve by probably adding sales of parts and oils to it. Same automobile. Then later, I tried to improve again by doing what we call pre-purchase inspection, and then also automobile training. That is diagnosis. So it's like every year, or as as time goes on, we try to look at new ways to, add on to the company to help the organization grow in terms of, solving problems or selling solutions to people, and at the same time, making revenue. Because
once it's connected.
Okay, because the business line is such a way that sometimes there is, up and down in let's say maybe in this period of the month or quarter, repairs and maintenance wouldn't come in, but probably training will be doing well. So to be in business, so in that way, how do you term that one? Would you say
No,
you are shifting from?
you are actually connected, okay? So you are being consistent. You are just improving on services to suit different people.
Okay.
So it's different if
Thank
you are
you.
doing automobile, then in the next 1 month you are doing phone repairs, and the next month you are doing fashion.
Okay, all right.
Improving on the product, you're on the right track.
All right.
All right. So thank you all so much for
a question, please.
I hope to see you next time, and invite more people to come. Okay.
Thank you very much,
All right,
Emma.
we're going to just do that.
Thank you very much, Emma, for this powerful presentation. Thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your engagement. All we want to see is more businesses thriving in Ghana. More businesses thriving in Ghana means the economy is going to get better. The Minister of Finance will stop having headaches, and won't be too worried about who's giving us grants and who's not giving us grants and all that. So we all need to do better. Beautiful. This has been the Page Masterclass. We have it once a month. This has been the 4th session. We'll find a time to do the part 2 for Emma. But next month, we're also having the CEO of Radiant Oil Energy. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of fuel stations like that. They are Radiant Oil, they are oil and gas. And the MD, actually not the CEO, the MD, so he's the managing director on the board as well as managing the firm, is going to be engaging with us on leadership through ownership. And so you don't want to miss that. Make sure that you do your assignments that Emma gave you, because there's no point in just engaging if we're not going to apply the tools to our business. My name is Papakes, for those of you who don't know me, and I was here with Emma Brenya. It's been a pleasure having you, and let's keep engaging. This program was shot live on YouTube, so it's live on YouTube as well as recorded. So yes, those of you who didn't watch it can go to YouTube and go and rewatch it. Thank you very much, and have an awesome weekend. You know, me, the president is my boss. If he says that we have a lockdown, then I have training. If there's no lockdown, I'm going to look for money. So we will be waiting to see if he will tell us tonight that there's more lockdown, or if we are free to go and chase money. So those of you who are on the virtual training hub, I'll engage with you on that. But yes, for the masterclass next month, live and colored, please bring your friends. Let's all get empowered. Okay. All right. Later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Thank you very much. Oh.
Welcome.
Very welcome. Oh.
Highly appreciated.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. I like your pictures, so they are nice.
Hey, who is that? People show your pictures well.
Massive fun.
I can see Samuel Edu right there.
Mary, or second for my mom join the wife.
Mecca chair or mama join it. You know, I saw it yesterday though. That's why I couldn't get people on board. We're going to do it better next time when I get it on time.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Papa.
Okay.
No problem
All right.
at all. Hey, coughing is dangerous in these COVID-19 times. So. Maureen, today you refuse to talk.
I think she was listening more.
See.
Yeah, but Bright, thanks for coming.
Emma, I heard everything. Thanks for the presentation. It was apt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Emma, I'm ending the program.
Yeah, please do.